Yeah, it was a good trip. Arkansas State's a long one. It's a very tough place to play. A lot of teams don't go there and have success. I felt as if we had a really good game plan. We went in and executed that well, and we created a lot of opportunities. We just couldn't capitalize on it. So we knew going into it that if we were able to keep a clean sheet, we were going to be able to stay in the fight and create some opportunities. We did that. We just didn't capitalize. There was three really big opportunities for us that we need to be able to hold ourselves accountable for, that we didn't capitalize on. But I think that's been the story of the year so far. We've created a lot of opportunities. We had 22 shots in the game, plenty enough to score a goal, and we just didn't capitalize. So pretty frustrating trip to go in and put a performance like that and not get a result. But there's still plenty of games left. The conference is still wide open on who's going to make the tournament, and our goals still haven't changed. We want to make sure that we're achieving the best possible position to qualify for the tournament, and that starts off on Thursday at Southern Miss. So we know that's always a very tense game, being a local divisional rival, and they play some really good soccer, and it's going to be a good chess match going to play there. It was 2 years ago when we played there. It was a one-goal game. It was a one-goal game last year. I don't see it being any different this year. So two good teams battling it out, and we'll take that on Thursday. And then on Sunday, we get to celebrate our seniors for senior night against a very good Georgia State team who have found their way through this part of the season. They just did a win last week against ULM, so that's going to be a really tough competition, and I just hope that we can go out and do our seniors proud on Sunday and put in a good performance for their dedication and hard work to the program over the last 4 years.
In the road trip, you had a pair of draws, one with goals, one without, the 1-1 and then the 0-0. Is one more frustrating than the other as far as a result, like a goalless draw versus a draw with goals?
No, not really. Obviously, when you keep a clean sheet, you expect to get 3 points out of it, right? Because you expect yourself to be able to score. So I think the biggest frustration out of both those games was that we had opportunities to score goals in open play and we didn't. So we got to find a way to make sure we're capitalizing on those moments and putting the ball in the back of the net.
We heard the stat about Natalie, and this season she's just been incredible. Her and the defense, that's one thing that has kind of been a standout. Kind of talk about how they've kind of been working hand in hand, getting those shutouts throughout the year.
Yeah, I think it goes, for everyone that's on the field. It starts with the forwards and the ability that they have to be able to press and set some traps and win the ball higher up the field. That's given up less shots on the back end. I think we gave up 5 shots against Arkansas State. Last year we gave up double digits to them. And that's not a difference. They're still a quality team. It just started front to back, but Natalie's given us a lot of communication, a lot of organization. I think our blueprint at the back on how we defend has been cohesive this year. And everyone has played out an effort into that. So we're really proud of that. If we can just capitalize and put the ball in the back of the net, it's a different season for us.
Last year around this time, you were in pretty much the exact same spot that you're in now, battling to get into the tournament. A win or two here to end the season could almost submit your spot into the tournament. What's that mindset kind of like? You guys turned it on last year and got some key wins. What's kind of the mindset and the message of the team going into these final games?
Same as last year, we can control our own destiny. We just have to be able to be accountable for what we can control and make sure our mind is focused on everything that we can have an impact on the game. The weather, the opposition, the referees, none of that matters. It does not matter at all. We control the game, what we do with the soccer ball, how we move off the ball, the energy that we bring, the determination, the grit, the perseverance, everything that we bring to the table. If we bring that, then we can control our destiny. And as long as we focus on that side of things and not the wins and the losses and the referees and the weathers and the oppositions, we will stay on task. And I'm very confident in the ability of this group.
You guys are celebrating your seniors this weekend, right? Can you kind of talk about how they helped you as a coach and kind of helped throughout this season to kind of make this program kind of go and what they mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, especially not to separate the seniors at all, but obviously Haley Waterhouse, Tatum Beck, and Lucy Ortiz were part of the program here when we got here. And as a coach, when you come in, you're looking for young women who are going to buy into what you want to do. And right from the word go, they bought into the vision that we had for the program and what it was going to take to move us in the right direction. And we're not where we want to be yet, but without those 3 young women who were in here and knew what it was like prior to being here, then we don't have that driving force moving forward. I always think you have to have some self-reflection and you have to have some openness in order to move in the direction that you want to go. And then obviously for Mariera and Lauren Bennett, who transferred in, And they also had experiences at other programs, and they've been huge because they were one of the first people to buy into the vision of the staff and what we wanted to do as well. So the 5 of them have been, they've been pivotal in how we've moved forward here. I think that you're always looking for some people to step up, and it's not just been this year. I think it's been since the very first moment that we got here. Those voices, those presence, those attitudes, the work rate of those 5 has always stood above all else, and they've always come in ready to battle and fight and echo the values and the vision of the coaching staff. And we're really honoured to have them as seniors, and hopefully we can send them out on a good note on Sunday.
You mentioned that you and your squad are obviously, you've come big strides from when you first took over, and you're not where you want to be yet. But is there a sense of pride among these seniors, especially, that they've helped change the culture of women's soccer here in Louisiana?
I don't know. I think you would need to ask them that. I think right now for those guys, their vision is just on the next game, and I think right now they're still self-reflecting on after every game. I think they want to make sure that they go out in the best note possible for the program. They've got a huge sense of camaraderie with their teammates, for sure. They want to do their teammates proud. They want to set a legacy within the program, and they want to make sure that they're leaving the shirt better than they found it, which is always the goal. And I think right now they're just focused on one step at a time and taking Thursday's game in their stride.